Right then, lads. So, this is my King Cole hand control list. So this is the list that I have came up with, essentially. It looks very similar to that of what hand Cell Surge looked like. Obviously, Dog Broly's and stuff. But I decided to play it in King Cold. Cell's banned, big Sarge. But I thought King Cold might be the next best leader for it, considering it just has a lot of draw power with the fields. A new ruler basically kind of does what the leader did. So it's just top cards of your deck, adds what you want, adds what you need. And yeah, so if you don't know what King Cold does, essentially, when you start the game, you start off with this field. Obviously, you start with the leader. When the leader starts, you also start with the field. Put simply, what the field does is it allows you to have as many copies as of a field in your battle area as you want. Well, you can have as many fields in your battle area as you want, but you can only have one copy of each at a time. So I could have all three of these in play, but I can't have two A New Rulers or two Anticipated. I can only have one Terrified, one Anticipated, one A New Ruler, essentially. So you would have to remove these first before playing others. But a very strong field just allows you to gain a lot of value out of all the fields and just allows you to keep your hand size up, especially in a deck that wants to use their hand size for ripping cards out of the opponent's hand. So yeah, very nice field to start with. The leader has a permanent that is on the same that is on both sides of the leader. When activating a field skill of a green extra card with an original energy cost of 2 from your hand, you reduce the energy cost by 1. Put simply, these 2 cost fields are 1 costs, essentially, when paying for them. It has an auto. When you activate a field card, you can add up to 1 card from your life to your hand and draw 1 card. It's very nice for Self-Awakening and just draw power in general. It's also nice that you don't have to attack to do that effect. It's just when you activate. So that's basically the main reason why I chose this leader. It pluses a lot without having to attack, and that's just the big upside to this leader. Awaken at 4 or less and untap 2. So an untap 2 is also huge in this deck. Once again, same permanent of these being a 1 cost, essentially. Auto on this side is when you activate a field, you draw a card. Very nice, once again, keeping hand size up. And as an active battle, once per turn, you can pop one of your fields and gain 10k for the battle. So it's very nice being able to aggressively be 25k when need be, or defensive being 25k and then gaining the benefits of the field that way. Really, the only one you'll be popping is a new ruler, because popping a new ruler, you draw a card, you drop a card, and then just being able to play it again next turn with a card like Berry Blue is just so much value. Insane. But yeah, so that's basically what the leader does. A very strong leader. And this is the deck. So, as you can probably tell, it looks a lot like Cell Surge, with being Dark Broly's, Rubrians, Demon Gods, all that sort of stuff. As you can also notice, I'm not playing the unison that's designed for the deck, the King Vegeta Umbral Invader, I believe it's called. Just purely because I wanted to make this as aggressive as possible to the hand. I just wanted to make it aggressive hand control. Just try that playstyle. It's worked very well so far. I've had a lot of fun. I've tested against meta decks. It's kind of like, it is what it is. It's going to struggle against meta, but this is the best I'm getting at the moment. So yeah, starting off with the big bad lad over here. In my opinion, best unison in the game. Tap 4, discard a card, blow everything up, ignore barrier. Absolutely insane. Down take 5, rip 3 cards at the opponent's hand, up take 1, gains 5k, and it's double crit. Insane. Love the card. Dark Broly. We all know what Dark Broly does. It was abused a lot in Cell Surge. Very strong card. If you're playing Dark Broly, you pretty much expect to be playing Demon God Deborah, and obviously Demon God Deborah plays the ball. That's a very simple standard package. The secret of the deck, Majin Buu. Very nice secret. Tapping 2, playing it from hand, either via an active main or active battle. Very nice that it is either or. For the rest of the turn, the opponent cannot attack with battle cards. Very nice to defensively survive attacks. So if they swing with their leader, you can tap 2, play this, and if they have a board full of battle cards, you just survive the onslaught of swings that comes from that board. Very nice. It also has a Spirit Boost 2 ability. When it's played, you steal an opponent's unison. Very good. So if someone drops like a secret unison on you, you can just tap 2, play this, steal their secret, and now you've got 2 secrets. Yay. But it's also really, really good against like the really like annoying unisons to deal with. Not that this deck struggles against unisons. I mean, you've got a double strike unison here, which is 20k, which basically matches almost any unison in the game. which can also rip a mock of a Unison, and a leader being a 25k. You don't really struggle with Unisons, but not having to invest so much or so many swings and so many unnecessary effects into a Unison can be nice. Like a Majin Buu Unison, just blue players love that Unison a lot. They drop that, I steal it, I now have it. Very nice. Happy days. 2 copies of Charismatic Villain. Felt comfortable with 2. 3 is optional. There were times where 3 could come up, but it wasn't like the be all end all. It wasn't like the difference between winning the game or losing the game. So I feel comfortable with 2. You can definitely up it if you need it. But yeah, considering it's not live till I drop a Dark Broly, which is at earliest turn 3, I think 2's fine. One of the MVPs of the deck, which is Hit. Hit is actually insane, being a barrier dual attacker. With 2 effects. One where you can cheat him out for 2 energy, and the other one which is basically Baby Hatchak. So I'll start with the first one. If your leader card is green and this card is in your combo area, and the opponent has 2 or more energy, when one of your green battle cards attacks and KOs an opponent's battle card, you can tap to play the card from your combo area. Very, very nice. His second auto is Limit 1. While he is in rest mode, when the opponent declares an attack, they may choose to discard 2 cards. If they don't, you negate that attack, and the opponent cannot attack for the rest of the turn. So it's very strong. So the opponent has the choice of whether they want to discard 2 cards. If they don't, you've basically played Baby Hatchak, which is just horrid. It's very similar to what this card does. It just says you're not killing me this turn, which is very nice. 9 times out of 10, every time I've dropped this, if they can't deal with it, I get 2 to 3 turns of just rebuilding my hand and then just like ripping their hand away from them. Very, very strong. Cooler counterplay. If you know what King Cold is, you know what this card does. Very good. 1 cost essentially. Or by the time you want to be playing this, it's a 1 cost. So defensively, if the battle card the opponent is playing is an energy cost of 4 less to place in the drop area instead of being played, and if the opponent has 8 or more cards in hand when it's played, your opponent has to discard a card. Very nice. 1 drop berry blue on play. It searches for a Unison with a specified cost of 2, which we don't play, or it searches for any one of these fields. We purely play this just to search for the fields, and for the active main ability of tapping 1 and playing these from your drop area. Yeah, just the ability to recycle your fields is just so valuable. Building up your hand size in this deck is insane. Rubrian, self-explanatory. I don't really need to explain it. Same with the Rosie. I don't really need to explain it. A free negate in this deck is always insane when you are tapping out for Rubrians, your Rosies, when you're tapping out for your Unison player. Just having a negate that can just be played for free is just so valuable in this deck. I think it's just, honestly, it's another good reason why King Cole is one of the next best hand control leaders, in my opinion. Also, by having a mono green leader, we have something that Cell Surge didn't have, which is homicidal clones. Being able to be on like 5 life, drop a Dark Broly. If they attack Dark Broly, we can just homicidal, defend the attack, and then block the attack. Now we're on 4 life. Next time we can flip. Very nice. Overarm of choice for the deck, Dark Temptation Toa. Once again, very similar to Cell Surge. Having an overarm that's very cheap and rips a card at the opponent's hand is very nice. Just when using Dark Temptation Toa, you've got to be careful and like be mindful of what's in the drop area, because if you have maybe both your Dark Dragon Balls in the drop area, or maybe you've got a Rubrian that you've forgotten about, just make sure you check your drop area before doing it. I don't really need to explain it, but yeah, sometimes it does happen. Mistakes can be made. And obviously, yeah, best super combo in the game in my opinion, being able to draw 2 and then pay the cost before paying the cost and then drawing 2. Yeah. So yeah, overall, this is the current list I'm working with. I think it's 53 cards. I might have counted that incorrectly, but overall, very successful. This is basically the deck that I took to the Dragon Ball Fest Leeds, and it got me 14th place. I'm pretty happy with it overall, yeah. If you see something that you would recommend changing out, or if you have any suggestions on what I could do to make this list better, put them in the comment section down below. If you did enjoy, give the video a like, and I will try and post more content like this. If you have any suggestions, or if you want any specific deck profiles posted on this channel, also put it down in the comments, and we'll try and do our best to get that done. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one.